Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a special video. We have the 2025 Mazda CX-70 versus the 2024 Mazda CX-90. A lot of similar things in these two vehicles, but also some really different things as well. Let's get this video started right now. So let's start with the front end of each. So CX-70, you're gonna see that they look very similar, but the CX-70 definitely looks more aggressive. You're gonna have this black cladding down here that really sets it off, plus the black chromed out trim around the grille. Now the hood itself, the headlights, everything else is the same as the CX-90, but the CX-90 is really going more for the luxurious look versus the CX-70 that's going for that more sporty, dark accented look. So you have silver chrome around the front. The front fascia is a little bit different there, plus the silver on the bottom. So it just looks overall more luxurious in the CX-90 than the CX-70. Now, looking at the wheels here, this is the upgraded wheels here for the Turbo S models. Both of these are Turbo S premium models. 21-inch wheels here on the CX-70 and 21-inch wheels here on the CX-90. But the CX-90 wheel is a little bit different. Both look great, but if I had to go with a wheel, the CX-70's wheel does look a little bit better. Now, coming to the side there, the length of the CX-70 and the CX-90, the exact same. I'll zoom out a little bit here, and you can kind of tell they basically are the exact same length on the back, on the side, on the front. Everything on the dimensions is the exact same as the CX-90. It's really just that front end fascia on the CX-70 that's a little bit different. So let's walk around the CX-70 real quick. You have body colored molding here on the mirrors, LED turn signals. You have inline 6 put there on the side. If you have the plug-in hybrid option, you'll have PHEV there on the side, plus a gas cap in the back of the passenger side. Obviously this one's a gas inline 6, so no gas cap in the back there. Well, it would be a charging port, but no cap there on the back. And then coming to the actual back side, the only difference here on the actual back of the vehicle is that CX-70, and again, that deleted chrome basically on the CX-70. The chrome stands out. Again, if you look at the two of them, the CX-90 just looks a little bit more luxurious and the CX-70 looks more sporty. The roof rails, everything else is the exact same. Let's pop open the trunks now. All right, so let's start with the cargo area. Let's start over here with the new CX-70. Now, overall cargo space in both of these vehicles are huge. Especially if you have the third row down in that CX-90, which is the biggest difference here. So no third row here in this CX-70. Funny enough, Mazda made them the exact same, even down to the cup holders here in the back of the CX-70. But there's no third row here in the CX-70. Instead, what they give you, move this out of the way, is they give you some storage area down there. So you'll see, you lift it up a little bit, there's a little bit of storage area additional down there where the third row usually sits. And then over on the CX-90, you of course have the third row back there. Now this has got some mats and everything back here. Sorry about that, guys. But you can actually raise up the third row and have an additional 3 seats in this one, or 2 seats in this one, I'm sorry, in the back there. You also can get one that has 3 seats in the back row as well in the 90. But this one has the 2 seats, and you can have additional passengers back here. But in the middle row, which we'll go to next, you have captain's chairs here in the CX-90 versus a bench in the CX-70 for 5 passengers there. So cargo area exact same, besides the little bit of cargo space underneath the where the third row would be in the 70, and then of course the third row in the 90. Again, I'll show you that over here so you can see what I meant by the bench seat, but actually that seat's down, but there's 3 seats there, and then again you have no third row back here in the back. Let's go up to that second row now. All right, so let's look at the window sticker here before we go to the actual rear seat. So 2025, first 25 for Mazda, fuel economy 23 city, 25 combined, 28 on the highway, and final MSRP on this vehicle $53,905. Pause at any point there to see the specs on this trim level. This is a premium Turbo S premium trim level on the CX-70. Now let's pop open this back door and then zoom out a little bit. Now, something unique here for the CX-70 is this red interior, which looks absolutely insane. Really nice. You do have sunshades back here for your kids. You do have power windows. You have a nice chrome door handle here. Really nicely padded armrests. Some cup holders down there at the bottom. On over to the seats. The seats do have that red leather finish, which is absolutely awesome. These seats are really comfortable. They do also slide forward and backwards just by this handle down at the bottom. You also can lay these seats completely flat to give yourself some more cargo space. And these two outboard seats are heated. There is also a third zone of climate controls back here, so the kids or your other adults in the back can have a different climate control than the two passengers in the front. Two USB-C ports, and then in the middle you do have a nice cup holder here, nicely padded armrest as well. Really squishy. Really nice overall in the CX-70. Let's go over to the CX-90 now. All right, let's start off with the CX-90. You're gonna zoom in now a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over the sticker again here. So this is the 2024 Mazda CX-90. Again, Turbo S Premium here. And final sticker price on this one is $55,430. You may say, wow, so the CX-90 is more expensive. But it actually, this one has some packages like the digital rear view mirror, which I'll show you in the front there, plus a few other items in the accessories on this vehicle. Fuel economy, exact same here, 23 miles city, 25 combined, 28 on the highway. In real life application, if you add accessories, the 90 can get a little bit more expensive, trim level to trim level, but in overall applications on the internet, you will see that the CX-90 and the CX-70 spec'd out the same, are the exact same price. So looking at the CX-90, this one has the white Napa interior. You can get black in this vehicle as well, but again, like I said, over on the CX-70, you cannot get the red leather on this one. Again, soft padded armrests, power windows, got the silver chrome door handle there, and again, cup holders down at the bottom. Door overall shaped exactly the same. Plus, I do like on the 70 and on the 90, you basically have a 90-degree door here, so you can get your kids, your car seats, that kind of stuff in the vehicle. Very nice. Now, coming over to the seats, you have captain's chairs here in the CX-90 instead of the bench here, and this is the only way you can get this Turbo S. So you have captains here, and these captains are not heated in this trim level. You do have your third zone of climate control, and you do have USB-C back here as well for charging. But if you go to the Premium Plus trim level in the CX-90, these seats will be heated. And if you get the Premium Plus with the Turbo S trim, these can be cooled as well. So you can get ventilated seats here in the rear. This Premium does not have that, but you can get that as an option. Seat does fold flat. You can slide it up forward backwards just like the CX-70, and you do have this grab handle back here where you can slide the seat up and out of the way with one hand so the kids or whoever else can step right up into the third row, which is right back there as you can see. So overall, the dimensions on the inside of the CX-90 and CX-70 are the exact same for the second row, but you do get the captain's chairs here versus the bench over there. Some people may like that, some people may not. Let's go up underneath the hood now. All right, so let's talk similarities here. So we're just gonna walk over here and look at the 70 because the 90 underneath the hood looks the exact same. Both engines are 3.3 liter turbocharged inline six. That's correct, inline six versus V6 in a lot of other makes. You'll see that it actually has six kind of grooves here on the plastic. Now, you can lift this up. Take this off right here, take this off right here, and you can pull this up and see the actual engine underneath there. But they put this nice cover on there because most people aren't going to be really looking at the engine anyways. So they put the nice cover on there with the Mazda logo right on the top. So 3.3 liter turbocharged inline six, 340 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque, all made it through an 8-speed automatic Sky Active transmission. So overall power is the exact same here on these two vehicles. Let's go up to the front seats now. All right, so let's start off with the CX-70. So same key fob here on both vehicles. So you have lock, unlock, you have the button to press and hold for the power liftgate, and then of course your hazards. They both have intelligent access, so you can put your hand right behind the door and unlock it. You can also press the little button, kind of a groove there on the the door handle and then lock the vehicle, and you'll see the mirrors will fold in. And then to unlock it, you just put your hand back behind the door and it opens wide open here. Plenty of space for all types of drivers. Now, coming over again, unique red leather here, but you do have on both of these, you have power mirror, power windows, power lock options right there. Nicely padded armrest that's very comfortable, and a little cup holder down there at the bottom. Over to the seat itself, again, red leather here. These seats are heated and ventilated here in the CX-70 for the Turbo S premium trim level. They are heated in the CX-90, but we'll talk about that in a second. So, and then you have power seat options here, two-way lumbar support, and these seats do have two-way memory seating options there. You have a little button to press and hold for that power liftgate, and then you have some of your safety controls right there as well. Now, coming over to the steering wheel itself, nice leather wrap steering wheel, and the steering wheel is power up, down, tilt, telescopic, you name it. And you'll see right there on the side of the headlights, you do have automatic high beams here, which is standard on both CX-70 and CX-90. Let's jump on the inside now. All right, so welcome inside the CX-70. So, red leather across the dash that is softly padded. Very nice touch, looks super luxurious. Turn this air down just a little bit here. And then let's actually just go ahead and start right at the screen here. So 12.3 inch screen here. This does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, both are wireless as well. And you can use the turn knob here, trackpad basically, to control the actual system, which some people say, why is Mazda doing the turn knob versus the touchscreen? But I will tell you, everybody that has gotten into the Mazda system and has gotten used to it loves the turn knob. I have it in my CX-50 and I really couldn't go back to a touchscreen. It is so easy to use after you get used to it. You do, if you want to have touchscreen, you can enable that for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but that only works when you are plugged into Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and in that system itself. Hazard lights down here at the bottom. This vehicle does have navigation, but let's talk about the biggest difference in this screen for 2025 in the CX-70. It has built-in Alexa. Now, I can't technically show it to you because it is not connected to the internet, but you'll see that if you want to utilize Alexa, you can by just pressing this little button right here, and it will connect you to Alexa, where you can do a crazy amount of things, which you'll see. She's talking right now, just telling me that she's having trouble connecting to the internet because we're out here in a field. But you can do Amazon Alexa and control things like, ask her what the weather is around you, plus control like your home, lights, that kind of stuff from your car. Very nice. Coming on down, you have dual zone climate control here for the front two passengers. Air vent right there facing right at your face. Plus you have one on both sides of the car right over there. You can control your dual zone climate control right here by pressing the up and down buttons here. You can also set it to an automatic climate control. Plus you do have your heated steering wheel here, 3-zone heated seats and ventilated seats here in the CX-70 for both front passengers. You have a wireless charging pad down here located right there. You also have your MI Drive, which when you press it, you can go through different modes: sport, normal, off-road, and it will actually change your screen here in the middle of your vehicle. You see that it kind of does a different color scheme on the actual tachometer and fuel gauge, that kind of stuff. And you see when I change it to sport, it changes again. So most people are going to leave that in normal because this vehicle has plenty of power in the normal mode. But if you wanted to go sporty, off-road, you could do that as well in this vehicle. Shifter here for your automatic transmission, park, reverse, neutral, and drive. You also have your downhill assist control. Plus, you have the button here where you can press for your 360-degree camera. This also does work while you are driving, which is nice. A lot of brands will shut that off. Mazda allows you to have it on while you're driving, and I will say sometimes I will press that when I need to see around a turn or something that I can't really see out of in the driver's seat. So nice. And then over here, you have your volume control here. You have your trackpad here that does have 4 buttons on it: home, music, navigation, and your back button. So if you are hooked into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you can use these buttons for that as well. Pretty cool. A little favorites button there. You can also have your power parking brake set right there with your auto hold. And then here in the middle console, You also have two ways of opening this with some USB-C ports down there, plus your navigation chip down there as well. But if you have a passenger that has their arm rested here, you can open up just one side, or vice versa. If the driver is resting the arm, the passenger can open up one side of this console instead of opening it up the whole thing like a normal console there. So Mazda really thought about that when designing the vehicle. Leather wrap steering wheel here, that again is heated. You do have your volume controls here, your seat track, your voice control, your hang up button and answer button for your phone, plus your info button right here where you can press for that right hand side of the screen. You also do on the right hand side, you have your adaptive cruise control and your lane centering buttons right here on this side. Very nice system. And really the adaptive cruise control is very, very nice on the highway. Slows you down, speeds you up as traffic comes and goes. You do also have an auto dimming rear view mirror here with 3 buttons for your home link or your garage door opener, and a nice big panoramic sunroof here in the CX-70. Let's go over the CX-90 now. All right, so let's go into the CX-90. Again, I'm not gonna show you the key again. The key is the exact same, but the door handle, everything works just the same. You can unlock it, lock it right from the door handle, not having to take the key out of your pocket. Now, coming over here, you do have this nice white leather here on the door panel. Again, more luxurious here on the CX-90, and that's really what the difference is. Besides that third row, is CX-90 more luxurious, CX-70 more sporty, and they've done a good job with that. Cup holders, power doors, power locks, power mirrors, everything is up there just like the CX-90. The seat controls are all the same as well. Power seats, 2-way lumbar. These seats are heated, not ventilated here in this Turbo S premium trim level. Again, power steering wheel here as well, tilt telescopic power. And then on the buttons here, again, 2-way memory seating, and then you have your safety controls there as well. So overall, the interior here in the front is very similar, but let's jump inside and explore around it really quickly as well. All right, welcome inside the CX-90. You're gonna see a lot of similarities here. So again, white leather across the front here, really nice, softly padded. Screen, again, 12.3-inch screen. Only difference is the screen in the CX-70 has Alexa. CX-90 currently does not have Alexa. Power button over here as well, just like in the CX-70. AC controls here, dual zone climate control, plus the ability to control the rear zone climate control right there. And then turn that off before it gets loud. Down below, you have a wireless charging pad, which you'll see my AirPods are on right there. MI drive, same concept here, normal, sport, and off-road. Changes the center screen there just the same. You have the same cup holders, same shifter here. You also have the ability to do the cameras like I told you in the 70, plus the same control knobs here with all the same buttons. You have the same exact center console here where you can open and close. Again, this one is just the white leather, which is nice. And then coming over to the steering wheel, everything is the exact same here on the steering wheel. The buttons, everything is the exact same. You can control the screen in the middle by pressing the info button there. Plus you can turn on your adaptive cruise control or not, just like that in the middle screen. So everything from the front here is very similar. The panoramic sunroof is the exact same. The mirror here, this is a little different, but I'm gonna show you this mainly because it's good to know that you can get this on both options. This one has the rear view dimming mirror, but it also has the display here, the rear view camera. So this camera will see past any obstructions you have in the back there and see straight out the back window, which is very nice, especially if you're on vacation or you're packed up heavy. You can see right out the back of your car. Very nice to have. Overall, CX-70, CX-90, they're both incredibly comfortable vehicles here in the front. All right, so that's been a walk around here on the CX-70 versus that CX-90. The real question becomes, which one are you gonna buy? CX-70 or CX-90? Here's the thing, if you have more than a few kids, CX-90 works perfect for the third row. If you don't have as many kids, but you want a lot of space in the back there, CX-70 is great. Or vice versa, if you're looking for an aggressive look, CX-70, great. If you're looking for a more luxurious look, CX-90 is great. Both of them super comfortable, inline 6-liter, and both of these are fantastic, and both have the plug-in hybrid option for this year's model, and both of those options are fantastic. So it really comes down to, do you need the third row? Do you want to look aggressive, sporty? And really, do you want that red leather on the inside of that CX-70 and Amazon Alexa? Both are great options. Let me know in the comment section below which one you would buy, and I'll see you in the next video. But before I do that, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you guys in the next video.